welcome back to Superstarglam. My name is Janice, and I know I've been gone for quite a while, but I'm back, and I'm back with this Get Ready With Me. I figured this would be the perfect way to come back to chit chat, let you know what I've been up to, what I've been doing, what's been going on. So if you're interested in this Get Ready With Me, this chit chat Get Ready With Me, then just keep watching. I'm going to start off with primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. To be honest, it feels really weird to be filming because it's been so long since I last filmed. I had a video that I was working on that I was going to post a while back, but I don't know if it happens to anybody that does this, that after you've sat on a video for so long, it's like you second guess yourself and you just scratch it, which is what happened to me. So, I mean, I wasn't planning on being away this long, but just the amount of stuff that happens just consumed me, and I'm also not good at multitasking, so I hope this video is not too long. So there's going to be a lot of products in here that I don't remember if I ever talked about them or not. For example, this one, I don't know if I ever mentioned it. Again, I haven't even worn makeup in the almost the amount of time that I've been out away from YouTube. It's so everything is kind of like, what do I do? What do I like? Well, I don't remember, stuff that I was doing before. So I don't know. It's going to take a while for me to get back into rhythm. For foundation, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. This is still one of my top foundations that I like to wear, especially more on like the daily. Again, if I wear foundation, sometimes I just skip foundation altogether, maybe just use a little bit of concealer. But again, for the most part, I've kind of been not wearing makeup. I'm using the Morphe makeup sponge to apply it. It's pretty simple, and same reason why I have a gap in my YouTube videos, and it's always when the kids are on and off school. That just shifts everything around. I don't have my own space. It's a very small house, so when the house is full, it feels like it's impossible to get things done. It's already time consuming and a little tedious to do it alone, and then you add children to the mix. My little one sees the lights and just gets excited and wants to be here. It's just a thing for me that I rather do things when I'm alone and don't have more like mommy duties. So yeah. And then I feel like their summer break was longer than traditional. That was the main and most important reason. I tried to spend more time. I actually got to do a lot of cool stuff though, a lot of changes in my life. My little guy finally got potty trained, so that was a big deal this summer. And then, I definitely became a lot more committed to my health, and I've been going to the gym. Currently I'm going 3 times a week, so that's definitely a plus. I mean, I don't think that I've lost weight, so I don't think it's like drastic changes, but health wise I feel a lot healthier. I feel a lot more energized, and like for example, today I've been up since 5 in the morning. I went to the gym 5:30, got back, got the kids ready, took them to school. So I've already had a very productive morning, and that's the difference in terms of like what I used to do, which was would barely get out of bed and take the kids out to school, and then by the time I got back, it was like the bed looked tempting. I felt tired, you know, again, would get lazy and wouldn't want to really film. And or my voice sounded groggy because again, I was just barely waking up. So it was just a different thing now. And so with me being awake for this amount of hours and then now sitting in front of the camera, I feel like I'm a little bit more energized and upbeat than I normally am in my video. So I am happy for that and excited for that. Again, it's been, I'm gonna say maybe like 2-3 months since I've been doing this gym thing, and I'm, again, it's not like drastic changes, but just feeling much better health wise. While I was gone though, I, you know, still kind of binge watched on some YouTube videos. I still stayed in the loop of what's been going on in the beauty community, all the releases of the makeup. Also wasn't really buying or purchasing anything, which is kind of a good thing because it does get overwhelming when I feel like I was constantly purchasing like the latest and new releases. And so it felt good to kind of take a break on that. Probably the next video I upload will be maybe a haul. I'm just waiting on some items. So I just barely made like a big purchase on some new products that I want to try out. So here on YouTube, I have a very, very small following, and the followings that I do have, I'm grateful for every single one. I'm definitely appreciative. But I do have a few videos up on my channel that are pretty popular, and that set the concealer and my face with the Pretty Vulgar translucent powder. So anyway, those popular videos that I've gotten have been a little discouraging, I guess you could say, with people coming on and kind of like attacking what I'm doing or what I'm sharing, taking things so literally, being so cruel and mean. So with just those two couple videos that I have and the amount of comments that I've been getting, I'm not gonna lie, it takes a toll and it becomes very discouraging to want to continue to do something like this when all you're doing is just sharing a passion, sharing a hobby, sharing something that you love to do, and artistic form of expression, whether I know what I'm doing or whether I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not perfect. I'm not tech savvy. I'm not going to have perfect videos and perfect lighting. It's not going to be mass production because it's just me sitting here in front of you guys. It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be out of focus. It's going to be, it's things that I've tried to work on as I continue this journey here on YouTube. So it's not perfect, and for people to just feel at liberty to be like judging you harshly, criticizing you over ridiculous stuff like, oh, I talk too much, then don't watch. Plain and simple. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I do talk a lot. I say all the time, and I try my best to edit as much as possible, but I'm just not perfect. My production level is not going to be perfect. The way I edit, it's not going to be perfect. So it's just, like I said, been taking a toll when all I'm trying to do is just, do something that I love to do. Plain and simple. Even if I'm just doing it for me, I'm not here sitting here and thinking of everybody else that's going to be watching this. Like, are they going to criticize me for saying this? Are they going to criticize me for the way I'm saying it? Are they going to criticize me and say that, oh, you're complaining? Like, I'm just doing this for me. The minute that you start trying to please other people, I feel that it becomes more of a work rather than a passion or something you love to do. So I don't know. It just, again, it took a toll, and I really considered whether or not I wanted to continue doing this. But I also have very supportive people in my life that encourage me and support what I do. So, and again, I just have to learn how to have thick skin, I suppose, and not listen to those mean people that just want to come out here and say whatever is on their mind. But I did have a few people that came in and defended me and and appreciated my videos. So for those, it's totally worth it, and that's pretty much my intention for those videos, for people to actually like them, and for those that don't like them, then just move along. There's plenty and a lot of people here on YouTube that you can enjoy, and there's no need to put someone down, say mean stuff about them when it's not necessary. You just didn't like it, then okay. So one thing I have not been doing is my eyeshadow. Like, I have not worn much eyeshadow since this whole time that I've been away. So I know I'm going to be rusty. Probably not going to, it's not going to be looking all that neat or nice or whatever, but it doesn't matter. Something that I have been doing a lot is on my everyday looks, I'm not really applying that much layers of makeup, even though it is probably going to look like I am. I'm doing a very light amount, not really full coverage. I'm enjoying a lighter coverage foundation, and building up the rest of the products. I know on camera it looks really, really nice when I do put on like full coverage foundation and layers and everything, but again, once I go out into real light, sunlight, I look at my face and I'm like, what? But it is something that does look nice through the camera. So if you start noticing that my makeup isn't looking as flawless, just know that I've been liking a lot like less coverage for sure. While I was away, I have had the chance to kind of rearrange and get a little bit more organized. And I have like this tray here in front of me. And what I've done is I've pulled out old eyeshadow palettes that I definitely want to start incorporating and using up instead of just keeping it in my collection. For example, this one, I think I only use them like maybe once or twice. It's the Lorac Pro eyeshadow palette, the number 3. This was the last one I think I purchased from Lorac. I used to be like a big collector. Every release I was getting. I think I was more into Lorac than I was like Urban Decay, like the Naked palettes. So this is what it's very, very basic, what it looks like. So I think that's what I'm going to use for my eyes. I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and I'm going to use this as a primer. I haven't really been doing anything on my eyes, but just to kind of like color correct, I've been just adding concealer and that's it. Maybe a little bit of bronzer, but very, very minimal makeup. Okay, I'm gonna take the shade called Terracotta and apply this to the crease. I'm gonna take the shade called Cool Taupe, just add that also to the crease. I'm taking dark brown, I'm adding this to the outer corner. This has been like my life, just this like easy shadow looks. If I was applying shadow, no like cut creases, no nothing. I mean, I'm excited to start getting creative again on the eyes, but for the most part this has been it, just adding dimension to my eyes. I'm also bringing it here to the outer lower just to connect it to the top. I'm just going in with the fluffy brush and just going over the edges to make sure there are no harsh lines. I'm going to take this shade called Light Pewter. I'm going to take it on this flat brush. I'm just going to add a little bit to the inner and on the lid. Just blend it out. Anyways, I'm going to finish up my eyebrows off camera and I'll come back. Okay? Alright. So I've been doing my eyebrows a little different and I'm still working on it. Like, I don't know how I like them. I feel like they look a little bit more fuller, which I do like. Okay, so I went ahead and put some mascara also on my top and lower lashes. Now I'm going to go in with this Anastasia Trio, Blush Trio in Peachy Love. I've been really loving this color, especially right now, the warmth it has. And still my favorite way to apply blush is still this one, using the Luxie, I think it's a 640 Pro Precision Tapered Brush. I'm going to go in with another Luxie brush. This is the Dual Fiber Stippling Brush. And I'm just using this to blend out the blush. I don't want it to look harsh. A stippling brush just definitely helps blend everything together. It doesn't take away too much product at one time, so that's why I like using a stippling brush. Okay, for bronzer, I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs 104 Tantastic Omega bronzer. I'm just cleaning out these edges. Okay, for lips, I'm going to take my NYX Suede matte lip liner in the shade Mason. I'm going to line my lips. And I'm going to try this. I'm going to use this lipstick. It's the Dose of Colors Glazed. That was too light. So I'm going to use this one. It's the it's a Laura Geller lipstick. It's Berry Banana is the shade. And it's kind of like marbleized. It just gives me the perfect nude. I really like this lipstick. I don't really like how that came out together. So I took off the Dose of Colors one and I'm just gonna apply this one on its own. I don't know, I just like this lipstick. It gives me like kind of like a glossy finish without being like too glossy. Okay, to finish off this look, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I'm trying to use this up. Okay, apparently I forgot to put on some highlighter. So I'm going to use the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Heat Wave. I think that's it for this get ready with me, sharing with you a little bit about what's been going on. But it was really good. It feels good to be back, to get in front of the camera and play with makeup once again, which I love. I've missed it. I literally haven't really dove into makeup and just played with it for a while, so it's a good thing. I took a little bit of a break. Now I'm back. We're gonna get serious, get into things. Want to continue doing reviews. I've ordered a few palettes that I'm waiting for them to come. There's some new releases. Foundations, there's so many foundations that when I went in to look for a new foundation, I couldn't decide what I wanted to pick up. Very overwhelming, from like Dose of Colors to Anastasia to Pat McGrath to Kevin Aquan has a new foundation. But anyways, I don't want to ramble anymore. I am just happy to be here. I hope you are too. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you next time.